Today on the channel, we're back at it with another dose of Major Bendy's Big Rubber Guys. And today, we got the Wrestling Collector's Shop exclusives, Dynamite Kid, Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldogs.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Major Bendy's Big Rubber Guys unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're back at it again with the British Bulldogs, Davey Boy Smith, and the Dynamite Kid Wrestling Collector Shop exclusives. But of course, for your Wrestling Collector Shop exclusives, Wrestling Collector's Shop. However, long sold out at this point. I'm not sure if they'll have some overflow or some extras. You'd have to check over there. But this was a limited exclusive for that. We've seen that from Major Bendy's from a lot of different places, a lot of different storefronts with some of these exclusives. Most of the time, repaints like this. Got to get the most out of your molds. We know that. And that's what we got with the British Bulldogs, who we already unboxed on the channel in their more traditional white outfits. I guess that's up to interpretation there. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We'll do some comparisons later on in this very video here. And I guess we're going to start it off. We're going to start with the old Dynamite Kid. One thing that's different outside of the colors, and I guess the packaging is pretty similar with a few twists. One thing that is really different with this twosome compared to the first one is we do not get Matilda, the Bulldog. We got it with the first round. We did not get that here, so make note of that. I can see some people say, well, where's the Bulldog? Well, it wasn't part of this. It was never said to be included in this, so definitely, like I said, make note of that there. But there's old Tom Billington, the old Dynamite Kid himself, Major Bendy's Big Rubber Guys right here, Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, Wrestling Collector Shop logo on that one, Big Rubber Guys up here, and then, of course, you got Dynamite right there in the package. On the side, Major Bendy's Presents, nothing over here. And then on the back, look at that cross-sell. This line is growing. This line is on fire. Currently, as I'm filming this, we got the Brooklyn Brawler, Jeff Hardy, and Harley Race up for pre-orders. MajorBendys.com if you're after those three. A lot of figures to come from these Big Rubber Guys. A lot going on, and one of my favorite toy lines. I'm an LJN kid. That's where I first started my wrestling figure collecting as a very small child. So these are very nostalgic for me. I really do enjoy this line. The only thing I don't enjoy about this line is the size of the figures. They're a room killer. There's no doubt about it. But man, oh man, very, very nostalgic. I think they really got lightning in a bottle with this line, of course. But I'm going to pull the old Dynamite out of the package here. And what is it? Dynamite's nephew is wrestling in AEW a lot lately. I think he's even got a match this week as I am filming this right now, if I'm not mistaken. Pull this out. I do save the packaging on my Major Bendy's Big Rubber Guys, of course. So I'm going to put that a gentle off to the side. See you later. But now here we are. Old Dynamite, and it looks like Dynamite, feels like Dynamite. Hopefully it doesn't blow up in my hands, but it is the Dynamite Kid right here looking good. The baby blue colors. I think outside of the white, now this is me, once again, outside of the white, I think of them in this blue color. That's what I think of. And it definitely does look good right here. Of course, get the most out of your molds. A simple repaint here with the blue. Got the black knee pads, and you got those Bulldog British colors-inspired boots down here. You do got the Union Jack on the back, and of course, you got Matilda on his butt. That's where he's always thinking of old Matilda. I think he is a little guy, as we know, Dynamite. I'm not mistaken, somebody fact-check this. He used to ride Matilda around the back. Matilda, a small dog, but very strong. Dynamite, just a little guy. He was like, what are the Littles? You ever watch the Littles, that cartoon back in the day? He's kind of like one of those guys. I think he's like Grandpa Little or something like that. And he'd ride Matilda all around the locker room, and just everybody would hoot and holler is what they would be doing. But looking good, looking like Dynamite, all jacked up, ready to go. He's ready to take on the world as Dynamite once was, of course, as a member of the British Bulldogs. No, I was going to say, is he going to stand? Standing just fine. Of course, no articulation with these figures. So they're not going to be doing anything. They're just like the old LJNs of old, and we'll compare them later on in this video. But we'll let Dynamite take his nap right now as we got to move on to one Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, a guy that's no stranger to action figures, as we do know. Dave Boy Smith down below, Big Rubber Guys, Major Wrestling Figure Pod, Wrestling Collector Shop, glamour shot right there, and there he is, old flexing the old buy right there, looking good, old Davey Boy. Major Bendy's Presents, Nothing on the side here. And then on the back, once again, that huge cross-sell. What are they going to do? Are they going to have it a cross-sell by year? I'm not sure. There's only so much packaging room here, but a lot of figures. We've unboxed every single one of them on the channel. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel for all the future ones as well. Major Bendies, Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, all the usual stuff. No blurbage of any kind on the back of the package. Maybe we could do that. Can I start doing the copyright for them? I'm going to reach out to Canik. Can I start doing the file card? Let me do it. Let me do it. It'll be fun. I'll put some nice humor into it. Maybe. I'll give you that Bulldog story, that Dynamite story for free. Put that on the back of the file card. I'm sure people would love that. Oh, I'm sure they would. Off to the side, a gentle see you later, but let's dive into old Davey Boy Smith, the most popular of the two Bulldogs, I would say, pretty easily. Looking very good here. Once again, flexing, showing those muscles off, the powerhouse of the team. Same baby blue tights, Union Jack, Bulldog on the back. You got the black trunks, of course. Got the same boots going on. Just is what it is. It is a simple repaint once again. Will he stand up by himself? Not necessarily. Not necessarily here, but boy, they look good together. Like having more Bulldogs. Would be interesting if we'll get any more. Could we possibly get them in their red tights as a future exclusive? Could we get that as a Kyle Peterson channel exclusive? Could I get the red tights Bulldogs? I don't know if that makes a lot of sense as an exclusive for my channel, but who knows? You never know. But red tights, I could see it if they want to match the LJNs. They want to one-up the LJNs from old. They could do something like that. Unfortunately, they're not going to stand for me here. Maybe. Oh, look at that magic. That's a magic. Oh, I jinxed it. Come on, what are we doing? Magic trick in its own right here. The Bulldogs trying to get them standing. Of course, there is stands for these over at MajorBendies.com, as we do know. Now, I compared them last time to their Mattel Elites and the Cello one. This time, I figured I'd compare them to the Epic Toys that we unboxed not too long ago. A little bit duller in the blue color, but man, very cool figures if you got these Bulldogs in your collection. Great retros from Epic Toys. So the Bulldog comparisons keep on going. Almost might be time for a top 5 British Bulldog figures here on the channel. Maybe one of these days. We could definitely do Dynamite or Davey Boy Smith for sure. I guess we could do Dynamite as well separately if we wanted to. But definitely looking cool here. A couple different eras, a couple different versions of the Bulldogs from Epic Toys down here, I guess, and then, of course, the big rubber guys. But we're not done with them big rubber guys yet. We got the white ones right here. Let's see how well they stand. A little bit better, apparently. I don't know why they stand better, but they do. But there's the white ones, the first versions, of course. And then after that, you got the old school LJNs. We can't forget those old school LJNs. A lot of people, myself included, cutting their teeth on those LJNs back in the day. I don't know if Dynamite wants to stand up. Yeah, he doesn't want to stand up. And that's the problem with these big rubber guys. They just don't like to stand. But, man, a lot of Bulldogs right here at the table. And then you got the missing piece of the puzzle. You got old Matilda here. Now, you could, theoretically, if you have both sets, you could say, you know, I'm going to put her with the blue ones. Or today she's going with the whites. Choose your own adventure. We know how that goes, but we do get Matilda only in the first versions, not in this blue version. I can see some people being very disappointed about that. Not exactly sure why that was. Maybe to keep costs down, or maybe they said, hey, we're done with this dog business. We're over it. Not exactly sure the reasoning there, but very cool to get the Bulldogs once again. I would expect a lot of repaints going into 2025 with the big rubber guys. I can see a lot of store exclusives, just like we see with Major Bendy's store exclusives all over the place, getting the most out of your molds, doing repaints. I could see that for a lot of future ones. The Hardy Boys, how many different outfits have they had over the years? I could see a lot of different ones of those. You can see Jeff Hardy with paint, without paint. That's just one example. I could see even a King Harley race maybe in the future. We'll see what happens there. But get your wallets ready. It's going to be a big year, as they did say, of course, at San Diego Comic-Con. I was at the panel. We did cover it at the time. A lot of stuff coming in 2025 as long as the big rubber guys, or for the big rubber guys, I should say. So, like I said, get your wallets ready. It's going to be an expensive year with the Major Bendy's crew, especially if you're buying the Bendies as well, plus their major stars, all that other stuff going on. A lot going on to keep our wallets busy, no doubt about it. But what's your thoughts on this Wrestling Collector Shop exclusive big rubber guys, British Bulldogs? Pick up, pass, did you pre-order? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel. You do get early access to all the videos. You do get bonus content. You do get everything under the sun over there. A one-stop shop for both of my YouTube channels. And best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel, PersonTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for some big rubber guys, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.